What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video where I've farmed a dungeon 100 times, and in this video I will show you the exact routes, the potential items that you can get from the dungeon, and of course what I've personally received in these last 100 runs. And if this is the sort of content that you guys find interesting, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and you guys will be notified whenever I upload a video. So in today's video, we're doing Gnomer, and I'm doing this on my speed druid. So this druid is relatively fast. It's moving at roughly 209% movement speed. That's like unbuffed in cat form. And it's fairly easy to make a speed set like this. I always get that question whenever I do a video and I show the speed of my druid, like how I move so fast. And if you guys just go on YouTube and type in the speed set Student Albatross, you can find the speed set. It's also pinned in the general chat on my Discord. That's like a level 60 speed set. The one that I'm using, because I'm on level 45 too, is a level 50 speed set these days. But they're both super valid and relatively easy to get. Now, in Gnomer, it is definitely a pro tip to bring a toon that can open up chests or has a profession that can open up chests. I'm personally running this with Inscription, because just level 1 BFA Inscription will allow you to use these keys right here, the Scroll of Unlocking. And these can open up locked chests, like it's super easy. You can use these, open up the chests. The keys aren't that expensive if you make them. They're like a gold each to make. Super easy stuff, because there is a lot of chests in Gnomer. This chest right here on the top of this cogwheel is actually guaranteed spawn. And then there's a couple of other locations that the chest can spawn in that we will look at while I show you guys the routes. So Gnomer is a relatively big dungeon. A lot of people aren't doing Gnomer because they just think that it's a stressful dungeon to run. And there's so many ways of running it. So in this video, I'm just showing you guys the route that I personally use. Doing this route, I can easily do 10 runs within the 60 minutes, which is like to prevent the dungeon lookout early. I try to stretch it out so that each run is like roughly 6 minutes. That's including taking the time to vendor trash items and so on. And also, before anyone go furiously in the comments section, yes, I do normally loot the mobs when I kill them like this before I move on. But in these videos, I've already done 100 runs. It's just to show you guys the route. But yeah, I don't magically get the loot some other how. I do loot when I'm farming. So you can take the parachute from this chest if you want to, because you're going to do this jump right here. And you can use the parachute to safely land. But when you're in cat form, you don't die like for full down damage. I don't think you do that on any class anyways. And then we just clear this pathway right here. Also want to mention that if you guys haven't already, you guys can also grab the 0 to 10 million gold guide for 50% off using code Shadowlands. Now, it's a book that I've made almost 2 years ago now, and I've updated it ever since. So that's like the best part about the book, is the fact that it has all of the methods that I use to easily achieve multiple goal caps. But also, you guys receive every single update for free. So when Dragonflight comes out, I'm going to update the book for free for Dragonflight to everyone that's already bought the book. So if you're interested in that, make sure you check out the link down below in the description or a pinned comments. So Gnomer has a lot of decent transmog, right? The main reason why you want to run Gnomer is because the dungeon is filled with the dungeon-specific transmog. What I mean by that is transmog items that can only drop in Gnomer. And the best part about it, there's a lot of weapons that can drop. Blue weapons that can only drop in Gnomer. But the world drop loot table in Gnomer, like the green items and so on, isn't that bad. There's no like good epic items. There's no good world drop blues. But the green items, you can get the silver tread pieces, Buccaneer's vest. Like there's a couple of okay-ish items that you can get. There's also a lot of schematics that can drop in Gnomer. Obviously, like engineering, Gnomer, it goes hand in hand. So keep that in mind as well. Now, this is the next chest spawn. This chest right here in this room can either spawn right here, or it's going to spawn in this corner in this room right here. So it's guaranteed to be at one of those locations. So make sure you grab that one as well. Let's see, now we go and kill the boss. This is usually where you get the super items. In terms of super items in Gnomer, because yes, they do exist, like extremely expensive items in Gnomer, but also, obviously, the reason why they're super expensive is because they're super hard to get. So, the first one we're going to look at is this one right here. This is like a decent average item. Make sure when you check the price using the Undermine Journal that you sort it by item level, because these are expensive, the mech builders overalls. They're like 500,000 gold average on EU. Now, this one is hard to get, but it's not a super item. These, on the other hand, the hotshot pilot gloves, these are worth, they're worth as much as someone is willing to pay. It could be millions, it could be close to 1 million. They're super hard to get, very. They used to be like BIS twinking gloves as well. Besides from the hotshot pilot gloves, it's the cavern deep trudgers. These bad boys, once again, extremely hard to get. I've seen the hotshot pilot gloves in all my 7-8 years or so of doing like ludicrous challenges, seeing a lot of people farm on stream, including my own farming on stream. I've seen the hotshot pilot gloves drop twice, and I've only seen the boost drop one time. I have personally received the mech builders overall a lot of times, and I've also seen them drop a lot of times. They're like the Jinsu of Uldaman. It's a good item. You're not going to get it every 100 runs, but you won't use 1,000 runs either in order to get it. So the cool thing about Gnomer is that when you go out this side entrance, you can actually go out this instance, and then you can reset the dungeon. And once you've done that, like just reset instance, you can go back into the instance, and you're magically going to be at the main entrance of the dungeon. Like, that's pretty cool. So now you can start your run all over again. But that was pretty much my route of the dungeon. And the loot that I got, now I just picked up some trash items though. I'm going to go right outside, which is pro tip. There's a vendor right outside the dungeon that you guys can use for vendoring. But yeah, this is what I received. Keep in mind this one, the Dark Iron Letter. I obviously got more than these 13, but there's no point in keeping like 50 of them. But these look like kind of like a sex slave outfit-ish. Like, these are big on RP realms. Like, back in the days, I used to sell these for thousands upon thousands of gold. Like, at some point, I was averaging 25,000 gold each Dark Iron Letter. So, whenever Blizzard allows us to transmog common items, then these bad boys will definitely sell. So, just keep that in mind. Save a couple of them. In terms of schematics and patterns, I got 2 flash bombs, and these actually sell. Like, 50k is not unrealistic for these. And then I got myself a Shadow Hood. It's 62,000 gold on EU, 30,000 gold in my realm, and then some hat. Like, look at the sell rate on this bad boy. I always sell these Ranger hats. They're really good. And then I got myself Sage Cloth. 36,000 gold market value in EU, only 400 gold in my realm. Then the Silver Tread Robe, once again, 35,000 gold in EU, only 12k on my realm. And then I got the Black Velvet Robe, 33,000 gold EU, 4.7k on my realm. Like, this is going to go on and on. Like, my realm is extremely bad priced for Transmog, because there's so many people farming gold on this realm. And then we got the Silver Tread Armor. This is a decent item, 24k market value, 7k on my realm. These are just random green items that I tend to sell. World drop blues that aren't specific to Gnomer. Nothing too fancy. Like, none of these are really good. I just, the Basher, I always keep this one. But I just kept these ones to show you how many blues I've received, right? But, like, I'm not going to post all of these on the auction house though. Now, when it comes to the dungeon-specific Gnomer items, this one, the Gizmotron Mega Chopper, I got myself 4 of these, 61,000 gold EU average, 44,000 gold in my realm. This is so bad. Supercharger Battle Axe, 32,000 gold in EU, and only 6k on my realm. And then we got the Power Hammer once again, 49,000 gold reach and market value average, only 3,000 gold in my realm. And then we got the Vibro Blade. I've sold this one previously for over 100,000 gold, but now there's a flood of farmers. So 94k market value in EU, 27k on my realm. And then I got a high-tech super gun. This is so bad. 26k EU market value, 500 gold on my realm. So when I use my TSM macro to see the total value that's in my bags, you will see the value that I'm gonna get when I put it up on the auction house. So for instance, the macro won't calculate the high-tech super gun as 26,000 gold. It's going to calculate it as 500 gold. So the number that you guys will see is going to be way lower than the average prices on EU. Because if I use my macro, you guys can see it says 363,000 gold. So like 36,000 gold an hour. But market value in EU would probably be twice that, if not even more. So all in all, kind of disappointing that I didn't get the mech builders overall, because a lot of my viewers did. They did a dungeon alongside with me, and they got it. And me, never lucky, didn't get it. But yeah, I'm sold out of a lot of these items on the auction house, so it was good regardless. Now, if you guys got any recommendations on what I should farm next, then please let me know down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out the 0 to 10 million gold guide, 50% off by using code Shadowlands, linked down below. But that's it, boys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye-bye.